You know, anime's become so cool nowadays.
What? Anime has always been cool. What the hell are you talking about?
Didn't you guys used to get bullied for watching anime? It was all Goku and Naruto runs.
And liking muscle mommies used to be called gay. And now you all worship AD.
It's over 9,000!
Beyond plus Ultra. See? That's you. I can do it too.
Modern anime is way better. The world building alone is...
You want to talk about world building? Zoids. In the far reaches of the Milky Way, on a planet called Z, a world depicted with actual world change from one series to the next, and even hints at an age of innovation and advancement that eventually led to a calamity, resetting the entire world's history before even getting into the Age of War, and depictions that changed into an Age of Peace, with a world being expanded from not just an anime into multiple forms of media like manga, video games, and model kits. The world is steeped in a large mystery, with the origin of the Zoids themselves still completely unknown.
Oh yeah, it's good and that's why it's popular. Kind of like Boss Baby.
No, it's popular because it's a beloved franchise in Japan and across the world. It involves the one thing everyone can get on board with.
Like K-pop.
No, giant fucking robots.
Fuck you.
Season 1 of Zoids is in the Chaotic Center, following Van Flypipe and Fiona as they travel across Planet Z from point A to B with their Zoids, a shield lighter, and an organelle, an organically made Zoid with mysterious psychic powers connected to both Van and Fiona. His name is Zeke. He's a white little dinosaur and I love him. Zoids Season 2, New Century, takes place years after the war. This installment of the series follows Big Cloud, also voiced by the same voice actor as Inuyasha, and the Blitz team as they compete in official Zoids battles against kings and villainous groups like Backdraft. It's a terrorist organization that gets around the rules by just injecting their own referee bots that for the Zoids battle, they're all refereed by these androids, and they have their own ones that are hacked that let them cheat in the battles so they can not only defeat their opponents, but also kill and rob them for their Zoids.
It feels like Magi can do that in its sleep. Look, this first one might be cheating because the world of Magi is arguably the main character of the series. They go from place to place in the middle of a conflict, just showing off parts of the world. In other anime, the labyrinths containing the genie would be the main focus. But here, that's just a small piece of the larger world. The show's central theme ties to the idea of different ways to rule and explores different governments and ideas and prejudices, like the subjugation of the non-magicians from Maddenstein, or using their levels of citizenship system. I'm realizing Magi's an isekai, and maybe one of the biggest advantages it has is that we learn about the world at the same time as Aladdin, which can be detrimental with a lesser story. It works here because it's a globe-trotting adventure. One of the driving conflicts is international, caused by the fact that Sindria, Ko, and most other nations are trading with a smaller nation called Balabad. Well, Ko is trying to take over the world, including Balabad. Balabad is kind of prime trading ground, which means even though it's small, it, one, makes a lot of money, and two, other nations will have a problem if some nation takes over it. Even though it's a massive success story, the slum dwellers are going to lose even more from this, sparking a civil war, and in the middle of a trading war that will benefit nobody living in their country.
Ah, yes. Civics and economics class with extra steps.
The odds are stacked against you.
Bakugan. This world is far larger, with a global scaling ranking event, teams and groups competing with others and themselves for the important spot at the top of the charts. A ranking system that allocates points based on wins and loss ratios and how long you defend your spot in the rank. A global scale with everyone having their own Bakugan all around the world.
So, it's like all of these anime here?
Hold on. Which anime are you specifically talking about? What, like other monster capturing ones? Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Pokemon? And what
Mm-hmm.
ranking systems do those animes have? Pokemon gyms are a ruling government for each reason. Digimon are just constantly at war throughout their multiverse franchise, which we'll hit on later. And Yu-Gi-Oh just has brackets and one channel. So beyond the plot about kids who discover magical transforming creatures called Bakugan and form a team to battle with them, initially as a game created by the kids using mysterious cards and toys that they saw fall from the sky, then use them eventually to save Earth and the parallel world of Destroya, Dan and the other brawlers are there battling multiple children across every continent who have their own stories and events going on, meeting their own sentient Bakugan, which is touched on throughout the anime. Everyone gets an episode, at least one. This is evident in the entire evil brawler team compiled by Max Doré, the main antagonist and rival to Dan in seasons 1 and 2. Showing off that more than just the main children could have sentient partners. The main planet of Destroya is also shown to have pathways to multiple other planets throughout space and time. It's well connected to other places besides Earth, which expands the ability for them to battle more people, which they do in later seasons with the Zexals and other alien races that get their hands on Bakugan. They use them for more military-like operations instead of a game.
Sounds like kid stuff. Where's the grit? Where's the emotion? I guess my worlds are just too grown up.
Ah, yes, the threat of multiversal collapse, the moral line between beast and master or partner and friend, and the free will of those around you, and everything you know about reality and other humanoid races. The kid stuff.
You're a bitch! One thing that I appreciate about ReZero is that so far, there haven't been any adventures scaling outside of Lagunica. Every arc expands on this country and how it operates. When choosing a show to react to, as much as I love ReZero, there's so much moving parts that I do a disservice not giving its own video. Coming soon on twitch.tv/Keepot. Part of the show's structure is how the show is shot, the way that the city reacts to Subaru, how his eyes follow the couple before he even goes to the world. The way that the city reacts to him calling Amelia Satella. In the anime, a lot of world building is just implied, not shown. Not told by how the citizens interact with Subaru, or the things he does, especially in the first episode. It's established that A. Lagunica has demi-human only spaces. B. Subaru can't read and he almost wandered into a condemned building. And C. Again, because I can't read, Amelia's reaction to Subaru not being racist. Now that I'm realizing this is only the first half of the episode. I should really get on making a ReZero retrospective. On a basic level, the witches and misinformation around the story play into its world, unfolding around you. Usually, unless time travel is done well, it can ruin a story. But the time loop enhances it, showing different aspects of the same situation. Maybe that's why I had an issue with the Digimon game.
Pretty bad.
The different saints in the series haven't been fleshed out yet, but have something going on. And the fact that there's something more means that there's love behind this finely crafted world.
So a world that's basically season 4, episode 8 of Rick and Morty with vague undertones of something in the background.
Yeah, I love something. What's better than something?
A multiversal series spanning across anime, manga, video games, phone games, and even toys and V-Pets.
Yeah, but a show like that doesn't even exist.
Digimon. Digimon is the most lived-in child series of this and any decade. Digimon is a sleeper series with generational appeal. Every time its target audience grows up, it comes back swinging with a new iteration to breathe life into a franchise. It goes beyond recognizability. What kid talks about Mickey Mouse the way he talks about being with a Digimon and having it as a partner?
You know what? That newest game did make me feel something.
Can I even defend against whatever this is, though?
is because I'm curious. Because
Oh no.
alright, I'm gonna end stream here. This isn't like an upset and ending stream.
Adventure 1 and 2 having an overarching story was so iconic that it's still getting remakes, reboots, and spin-offs, and continuations to this day. Now listen, seasons 1 and 2, or Adventure 1 and 2, are based on the Digidestined from Japan, a group of kids who knew each other during an event in which they saw a Digimon battle as children, setting them up for the future as older kids to interact with those creatures in their own world. And then the descendants, or the successors of these kids, are friends of the youngest members of the group from the first series. And it's usually just the Digidestined versus whatever dark force is trying to hurt the digital world. I mean, they switch from Demi Devimon to Myotismon to the Dark Masters to Apocalypmon. Then we get the Digimon Emperor, the Black Spires, and it just keeps going on from there, one threat to another without giving these kids any really rest. Now, season 3 of Digimon, also known as Digimon Tamers, is literally the perfect iteration of Digimon ever. Unique training and battle and other tamers using cards from the original card game, requiring good card knowledge and turn-based strategy. It's literally the best. The card slashes along with the Digivolution sequences where the Digimon have their skin ripped off and replaced is so metal you can't cop that. And then the wide variety of universes shown in the games broaden the multiverse and the list of characters destined to entertain their lives with Digimon.
Oh, so your world is good because it's a video game? You wanna know a series that has an amazing video game? Made in Abyss. This series has a magnifying glass on it because we don't see anything from the outside world. We barely know about the island. Anything outside the world isn't talked about at all. We only see this little teeny tiny hole in the ground. This anime staves off the politics and political intrigue that you hate so much by having a lush ecosystem. I still have nightmares about the Corpse Reaper. There are still story elements that build the world, mostly centered around the White Whistles, but there's still a mystery. The dark fantasy has a bunch of cause and effect, and it's harder to talk about this series because the mysteries are so prevalent. It's a big hole! Who doesn't like a big hole? Obviously, my generation has the best anime.
All you've proven is that your generation believes suffering is a substitute on good world building.
That's a coincidence. Suffering just happens to have the best worlds around them.
Oh yeah, your rom-coms are probably snuff films, huh?
No, our rom-coms are peak.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Look, what do you guys think? I feel like my generation has like the best stuff. He kinda sort
Not
of.
even in the slightest. Not even in the slightest. The best stuff, sir. Everything you have is based on everything I have.
Oh yeah, ReZero.
ReZero? Looper.
Looper, like the teleportation movie?
Looper is a time travel movie.
Oh, the one about the dude who like shoots himself in the head with like Bruce Willis or whatever.
People from the future send people back in time to be murdered so they can't be found. And that was his job. And then one day they sent him back.
They always start by sending their own loops back, so they know exactly when they quit. They have to close their own loop. But the beginning starts with him basically beating the shit out of his younger self and then like going on the run. And then he eventually gets back to the present, and then decides to try and kill the original TK kid, because the original TK kid basically becomes a terrorist who kills his wife. And then he realizes the only way to end the loop, the only way to stop the evil TK kid from becoming the evil TK kid, is to kill himself so that the evil TK kid is never afraid of him in the first place. And so,
Like Happy Death Day?
No. Happy Death Day is closer to Groundhog Day than... You know what, guys? Subscribe and tell me whose generation had the benefit.